Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel, Shabbat Shemukah Kodash. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. I say the hopefully elect because the Most High is only dealing with the elect. If you're not of the elect, you're not going to understand this truth that we're bringing you. So I'm going to entitle the video "Shut Up the Words and Seal the Book." This is from Daniel 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. So we're in the time of the end, and the book is unsealed, but it's only sealed to the servants of the Most High, the prophets, apostles, and or the elect, which are all of the elect. This includes women and children. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So I was watching this video. I tried to subscribe to him. He's from out of Florida. The name of the video or the avatar is Rise Up Warrior. So I take it he's like a Christian, somebody that's into Christianity, but he goes into a lot of conspiracy stuff, things. So this is the title, put up 12 minutes ago. So it's just put up. Hundreds of thousands rushing to receive World ID. So when you watch, so I'm almost three minutes in, he speaks about this people around the world that are getting a World ID, and by getting a World ID, you have to get an eye scan, like in the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise. So he's equating it to the MOTB, because he said the eye is next to the forehead, which you can say is a step. We'll see where it goes. I mean, I wouldn't get it at this point. So now he made a statement, right at this mark. He said he asked on another page for $1 a month, and he gives away Bibles to people. So the first thing that popped into my head was, I'm gonna let you hear him say it, was what's the sense of giving away Bibles when a person doesn't know how to decode it unless you give the Bible to the elect? It's just like giving like a box with treasures in it with a combination, but you don't give the person a combination. So the person cannot, open the box because he doesn't know the combination or the series of numbers to open the box. And the box is unbreakable. The only way you can open the box is by knowing the combination. So the scripture, many people have Bibles, but if you don't understand the scriptures and the Most High is not supping with you, that means you're not going to get it. You read certain things, not understand what they're talking about. And see, Christians are finding that out every day when they roll up on the different Israelite groups. So let me just let you listen, and I'll see where I'm going to go with this.
And I will be posting some videos, hopefully later on today or maybe this week. And we use the funds to ship out Bibles around the world. And again, we're going to be announcing a new shipment. We ship Bibles to children and to people that need them. So we will announce a new batch. Now, Bibles are absolutely free. When we ship out Bibles, they are free. You don't pay for nothing.
So, the scriptures, the scriptures don't say ship out Bibles or give people scriptures or even give people tracts. It says to preach the gospel to the Israelites. So is he only shipping these Bibles to Israelites? And if he's shipping them to Israelites, the only ones that's going to understand them are the elect. And the elect would already have the Bible. They would already know the Bible. Like I said, the scriptures, the Bible, is a treasure chest. But instead of a lock, well, you can have a lock that can't be broken. You need a special key to open up that lock. That's in Matthew 13, I believe it's 52, around there. The priest brings out of it things old and new, or new and old, meaning no Old Testament and New Testament. So in order for you to get this treasure chest, you need a special key to open the chest. You cannot break it. If you break it, if you do break it, you destroy what's inside of it, or it's unbreakable. You need a key, or in a sense of a combination lock, or a combination to get into that door. You need the numbers, the correct numbers, and the correct sequence. So him giving away scriptures to people, they're not helping the people unless they're of the elect. And like I said, if they are the elect at this time now, here we in July 27, 2023 year of hopefully year of all prophecies being fulfilled by Yahweh Shai. That's not going to help them. And if anything, it'll make them more confused. So he doesn't understand what this is all about. And he comes off as an Israelite. He might be I believe he's Manasseh, but he could be Ephraim or he could be Simeon, because you got a lot of Manasseh in Florida. That makes all the sense in the world, because the closest place that you come from the island of Cuba is to Florida. The Cubans in the Midwest and the West, the East Coast, because they move northeast. But you got a lot of them in, that's like Cuba. Going down to certain areas of Florida is like Cuba. I'm pretty sure they have like little Cubas around there, all kind of Cuban restaurants and stuff like that. So I take him to be a Cuban, which I believe he's an Israelite, this individual right here. But that you sending out Bibles to people is not going to help the people unless they are of the elect. So now what I did was I went to Daniel. I opened with Daniel 12 and I believe it's 4. So I put in the word seal. See, when you receive letters, they were sealed. See, knowing the name of Yahweh B'Shem Shai is a combination. When you open up the book, when you can open up the scriptures and read the scriptures, but you won't understand what these scriptures mean. So that's what it means by it being sealed. It says here in Song of Solomon 8, verse 6, set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death, jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Now that's not talking about hell, in eternal hell. It says, bind up the testimony, which is the word. What's in the scriptures? The law and the testimonies. They said, bind up the testimony, seal the law among my what? Disciples. What does disciples mean? Let's see what the Hebrew word for disciple is. A lamad, which means to be learned. Like the lamad means to learn or to be taught. Taught, learn, disciple. A disciple is a student, taught, accustomed to something. Learn it. Because the apostles, the disciples were disciples first. Then they were became apostles. Not the apostles into the disciples. Disciples, you were students, you graduated, you're an apostle, so now you are teachers that teach others that become your disciples. So let me read on. And I will wait upon Yahweh that hides his faith from the house of Jacob. Because Jacob, you know it, but you can't understand why Jacob can't see it. And I will look for him. And what does it mean by look for him? We go out there to teach. Behold, I and the children whom Yahweh hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Yasha'Allah from Yahweh of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep, and that mutter, should not a people seek unto the Lord? In other words, all this, that if you're a Christian, you're really a wizard. You're following the devil. All these religions are of the devil. The Kemetic community, they're all witches and warlocks. It says, should not a people seek unto the Most High for the living to the dead, to the law and to the testimony? If they, which represent the whole book, if they speak not according to this word, the scriptures, it is because there is no light in them. I got to read these next two verses. And they shall pass through it, hardly bestead, and hungry. When you're hungry, if you're looking for the truth, you're hungry. You're mentally hungry for it. Not physically hungry so much, you're mentally hungry for it. And it shall come to pass when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God and look upward. Look upward meaning the God in heaven. And they shall look upon the earth and behold trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. So what's going to ultimately happen, and what's happening as we speak, people are driven to darkness, meaning they don't know what the truth is. That's why when you tell Jake about it, some of them will see it, but they won't follow up with it. Or some of them will argue with you. And you got Edomites doing that. Like these black Christians, they don't understand what's going on. That's why the Lord said what he said, shake the dust off your feet, leave them alone. Paul said, if they ignorant, let them remain ignorant. That's in 1 Corinthians 14. So sending out Bibles to people is not the gospel. You got to teach them the scriptures. Okay, this is Daniel 9, verse 24, 70 weeks. Let me go right to the point. And this prophecy already took place, by the way. And to bring in everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy and to anoint the most holy. We're the only ones that understand the prophetic breakdowns of the scriptures. Even the prophets didn't understand it at that time. It even tells you, matter of fact, let me prove that, because we went through this Saturday. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 8. It was 8. Daniel chapter 8. This is the proof that the prophets didn't understand the visions that they saw. These visions was give me a second here. These visions were given to the prophets of old to write them down for us, the prophets of to now to decipher them. That wasn't their job to decipher these prophecies. So it says 27 verse, and I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days. Afterward, I rose up and did the king's business because he was a servant under the king, under the Medo-Persian Empire. Matter of fact, let me see what time period this is talking about. Okay, it was during the time of the Babylonians, before the Babylonians was taken down. Did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. And neither did any of the other ancient prophets understand the visions that they saw. And what they all pretty much saw, they saw various visions, but the major vision that they all say the same thing, but in different scenarios, is this destruction, is what we're talking about right now. So it was sealed unto them. That's why it was said in Daniel chapter 12, it was sealed unto them until the end. The end of what? The end of this man's system. So it's unsealed to who? It's only unsealed to the elect. That's why my previous video I did, in the title, I put in the word elect. This is only for the elect. That's why you got guys that know that people out there that know that they're Israelites. They might go out there and teach, but if they don't know the whole, they don't know the whole truth, 100% truth, they haven't ate the roll. And they haven't ate the roll because the Most High didn't set them up to eat the roll. So they're not even prophets. They're really false prophets, whether they're sincere or not. So I'm going to give you a couple more precepts. I'm not going to go long with it. See, a Christian to read this, that's the Antichrist. What is Daniel 11? It's not the Antichrist. What about Daniel 2? They're the Antichrist. Talking about the guy with the Brooks Brothers suit called the Antichrist. That's why you're dealing with, crazy people that escaped from the crazy house. Somebody took off their straight jacket, let them out that padded room, and they out there terrorizing motherfuckers. Excuse my French. Come on back. Okay, so now this is what I want to do. So I read Daniel. I opened up pretty much with Daniel. Let me do this. This seal is a spiritual seal. So you can open up the book and you can read the words out of the book, but you can't. It's like a box of puzzles, a box of a puzzle. If you're not good and have patience to put those pieces together, you're not going to get it. It says, and I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within, and on the backside sealed with what? 7 seals. 7 represents completion. The book was completely sealed. And I saw a strong angel proclaim with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, no man in heaven, men are in heaven in the spiritual realm, nor on the earth, living men, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Now, somebody can break this down And a bunch of you simpletons follow this guy. He'll say, I'm going to show you that there's men in heaven and there's men on earth and there's men that live under the sea. And people that are simple, the simple believe in every word. So let me read it like I'm reading it to simple people. I'm pulling the fast one on them. And no man in heaven, so there's men up in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth. There's men up under the earth. Was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Now it's talking about man, no matter what state he's in, he can't open up the book. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. So you can open a book and you can look and you can read the words, but not understand what they mean. And one of the elders, which saith unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And they ain't talking about no damn Haile Selassie. For you Rastafarians out there, you completely confused. You complete. If the Rasta roll up on you, man, don't. I mean, you can talk to him. You can try to wake him up, but good luck. What I mean by that is, may the Most High be with you, because that's complete madness. That's complete madness. All right. It said the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, which shows you that David, Yahushua came directly out of the loin of David through Joseph, his biological father. Why can't vocab see it? Because vocab's the devil. Like Bobby Boucher's mother would say, who's vocab Malone? He's the devil. If you saw the movie Waterboy, it was a funny ass movie. It said, prevail to open the book and to loose the seven seals thereof. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, which is Yahushua, as it were, had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, complete power and complete insight to see everything, to see inside something, to analyze, which are the 7 spirits of the Most High sent forth into all the earth. So there's spirits among us. You have the 4 angels in the great river, the river Euphrates, right? These angels are here stirring stuff up. So it goes down, let me jump down to the 9th verse. And they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed, purchased back us. Who's the us? The elect of Israel, to the Most High, by thy blood, out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. That's talking about what? Israelites are scattered all over the place. So now let's go to the word seal. Bear me for a minute. Let me take the word seal. St. John 3, verse 33. He that have received his testimony have set to his seal that the Most High is true. And seal sometimes means sign. Like right here, It's talking about sign. You use a thing that I get my check, you say it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Right, my seal, which is means approval of mine apostleship, are ye in Yahweh. The fruits. And when he had opened the what? The second seal. So you cannot understand this book if you're not of the elect. And if you're not you did not receive an unction from the Holy One. Unction meaning um, to be christened, to be anointed. You had the certain individuals from the U.S. government had a gathering. I didn't see it. They were talking about UFOs, and they came to the conclusion like that. Yes, yes, there are beings that are flying around, and you can't hide them no more. So they came to the conclusion that yes, there are beings up there. We don't know who they are. They watch us. Maybe they should ask us. We would tell them they're the angels. Revelation 9 verse 4. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of the Most High in their forehead. And that goes back to Ezekiel 9 and 4. I'm surprised. Oh, they did give it. I went right past it. So the seal is also in your mind, in your brain. You got the MOTB, which is something that is physically going to be put in the unbeliever's brain or in their hand. The seal that the Most High gives you, he's not going to have a doctor put it in you. It's a spiritual, invisible seal. That's why you can't look at an Israelite and know whether he is he elect or not. Revelation 7 verse 2, and I went right past it, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. Let me go to the first verse. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on tree, nor on sea on any tree. It says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed. This is what I wanted, the third verse. Until we have sealed, anointed, given an unction to, chosen, elected, the servants, the elect of our power in their foreheads. So you have an order. The first 144,000 or 12,000 out of each tribe. And this represents the rest of the 2/3. So he doesn't fully understand what this is all about. If he's ultimately one of the elect, he would either watch this video, maybe I'll put a comment down and let me put a comment down there, man. Do you know that do you know that you are and is, I'm assuming he's an Israelite, Israel light? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So let's see what happens. We're going to find out if he's part of the elect. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.